So my childhood collection of Thomas Wooden Railway and Take Along was really small, but I had like the weirdest variety of characters. I didn't even have like Thomas, I had a golden Thomas. I didn't even have Percy, I had chocolate Percy. In Take Along, I didn't even have Gordon, Henry, or Edward. Tell me why I had Dennis, bro. What was I doing with Dennis? Tell me why I had Culdy, bro. What am I doing with him? And with Wooden Railway, tell me why I had Molly. I'd never even seen her on TV along with Rosie. I didn't even know that these characters existed until I got these toys. And like, I wasn't a kid who went to Target and got to choose from the insane like aisle of Thomas toys. Most of my childhood collection came from either eBay or like gifts from family or friends. So like, I didn't like walk up to there and choose the characters. They just were like, oh, I think he might like this one. There was also like obscure characters, or quote unquote obscure, that I knew and I really loved. The first one that comes to my mind is Murdoch. I happen to have 2 DVDs with his episodes on it. I was so lucky for that because like I had like 5 DVDs, bro. I was introduced to him through the New Friends for Thomas DVD, which was one of my favorites that I had, and low-key still is. And I remember one day my mom or dad, they came home with the Hooray for Thomas DVD, and I was already salivating because I saw my goat Murdoch on the front cover. I'm a bit older than the era of kids who grew up on like iPads and computer. I didn't know that I could just go there and search Murdoch or something. Another favorite of mine was Lady, and she is literally more unknown than you may think, especially when I was a kid. I swore on my life I used to get into arguments on the playground in kindergarten because nobody knew who Lady was. I was like, she's the magic one from the movie, and they were like, there is no magic one from the movie. Dude, nobody knew the movie. Nobody knew what I meant. And everyone's favorites were freaking Thomas or Percy, bro. Nobody liked my favorites, and they all thought I was so ridiculous. Like, yeah, okay, sheep, just following what the show tells you to like it, little Thomas Goody Two Shoes ass. That's a joke. I do like Thomas a lot. On my life, Lady was the thing that taught me how to use the internet, because I was like 4 years old desperately trying to find pictures of her, and I remember going on that like old ass Flash website where it played the theme and you could like scroll through the character bios and pictures of them, and I would just like stare at ladies. I couldn't even read, bro. I would just stare at her picture like, hello. About the other characters that I had no idea who the freak they were, I do not remember how I got Coldy. I had no idea who he was. I didn't know why his freaky self had a face on his booty cheeks, and I wasn't even that big on the Take Along range. From what my memory tells me, he just showed up in my collection one day. Like, seriously, I do not remember where he came from, and I didn't play with him much because I didn't know what to make of him. About Dennis, I had never seen him on TV once. I knew nothing about him. I thought he looked smart and stoic. Oh my heavens. I would make him like the voice of reason character. Like, he was a man of few words. Like, he wouldn't talk, but like you would go up to him and he would give you the most crazy advice, like the best advice you've heard in your life. Like, everyone trusted him. And then 15 years later, I found out he's a total loser and he's like a lazy bum. Dude, with Molly, it's an interesting story because I remember the day I got her. I was like 3 or 4, and my mom bought her and Henry together off of eBay. It was a total surprise to me. I remember opening the package up and being ecstatic for Henry because I loved him so much. And then like, I saw this yellow freak and I was like, who on earth is this? I literally knew nothing about her. I really loved her design, and she became like instantly one of my favorites to play with. I played with her all the time. I'd never seen her on TV, and I accidentally made her like the total opposite of what she is in the show. I portrayed her as like a brave, cool, social, like friend of everybody. Like, everyone wanted to be with her. She was such a cool person. She was low-key a badass, and for some reason I thought it would be cute to pretend that Molly and Murdoch were siblings. I don't know where I got that, but honestly, like, I kind of cooked. Like, I mean, maybe I could see it, especially like considering their real personalities. I totally think that they're like good friends. My fondness for her as a kid probably plays a role in why I still really love her today, even though like I found out she was only in the show for 2 seconds and is the complete opposite of how I thought she would be. I got Rosie one day. I don't remember who gave me her. I hadn't seen her awake in the show as well. I remember I instantly liked her because of her name and also because of her design. Like, they really were cooking with the marketable pink tank engine, because pink was I hated that color so bad. That was my least favorite color in history, but Rosie cooked so hard with the pink with the red wheels. To this day, she's probably gotta have one of my favorite designs of like the whole show. My portrayal of her wasn't even that far off. Like, I feel like I made her be like how she is later on in the show, rather than when she was a shy little like Thomas Tank Engine follower. Another thing I improvised about her character was that she was best friends with Lady. Like, okay, pink girl power. Oh my days. If I had internet access as a kid, but like in the way where I understood it, it would have been so much easier to find out about these guys. But like, that's literally just the experience of being a Thomas fan beforehand, before kids were drooling over an iPad. Like, I really, I didn't know that I could just, like, go on Google and be like, Dad, can you search Murdoch? Can you search lady? Either I asked that and nobody held me, or I asked that and nobody knew what I meant. So characters happen to just stay a mystery until I saw them either on TV or I got a DVD of them in it, which I usually didn't see. Gordon was in way too many DVDs. Can I just say that?